Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Y'all gonna have to get this little steering wheel inside of the shot. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I am in the car and I cannot leave because I have somewhere to be, which is where I'm parked at, outside. So and I've already adjusted the wheel down, but for the sake of the video. But yeah, this is as far as it can go. So yeah, in my little House on the Prairie t-shirt that I have on here today, or dress shirt, not t-shirt but dress shirt, y'all gonna have to get this message. And the message is speaking on, once again, things that I'm just seeing that's just kind of, let me turn this air down so it won't be in the background as background noise. But and I'm gonna try not to cry, because this stuff, you know, when it comes to people, and y'all already know what it is on my page, especially black people, and just how we sit back and wait for the opportunity to tear each other down, to make ourselves feel like we're better than, or we're better off than this person, because no one's coming for our neck the way that they're coming for them. And it's just the fact that we sit around to do that, just waiting to expose quote unquote someone, and to have them shown in a negative light. That's just very bothersome to me. And I'm not surprised by the Christian man who went back and made a video talking about the topic that I'm getting ready to discuss. And it regards, I don't really want to say the name, it regards a minister. And I mentioned this person's name on the video prior to this one, of how I watch him and another preacher. And I feel like anytime, and this is not me trying to be self-absorbed or thinking everything is all about me, but it's just this one person in particular who I've struggled with, it seems like, on multiple occasions. And you think things or people are going to change and get better, and so you try to start supporting them again, and then it turns out they are who they show me who they are. Like I have to stop believing that people want to change, and just understand and accept that some people are always going to be combative. Some people will always want to go against what you're saying, even though y'all are supposed to be on the same plateau and the same playing field when it comes to talking about Christ and talking about leading a spiritual, righteous life, right? And apparently, it's even within the Christian culture, it's very, very sad and disheartening to see that we're all not aligned. We're not, and that is fact. That's not assumption, that is fact. Unfortunately, all of us are not aligned. Some people get on here and use their platform as like bullying purposes. It almost seems like at this point, bullying, indirect bullying. And I'm not sure the reason for that. I'm not sure. I would like to think that people, when they come to my page and my platform, they're actually here to learn, to just truly listen to what I have to say and go on about their business. You can either take it for face value, what I'm talking about, or not. But there shouldn't always be a rebuttal to everything that I put out. So I feel like the topic that's at hand, of course, that gentleman who proclaims to be a Christian brought it to his channel to shed light on the what is already supposed to be negative. I'm not sure why you would try to shine even more light on that, or even bring it to topic, especially when you haven't seen it all the way through. Like, I've been watching this minister, he's doing a series on it, on the topic at hand, which is one of one, single. And so he did a first series, a second series, and now a third series of it. If you really care about helping your brother, someone who looks like you, a man of God, as some proclaim to be, this is how I feel about it. Why shed more light by bringing that topic to your channel? That really bothers me. Like, why would you bring that to your channel instead of reaching out to the brother who you so proclaim that you're going to show mercy and grace, and you hope others show mercy and grace towards him as well? Why didn't you just reach out to him directly? This is where the male ego comes into play. Because it's like, if you really cared about his well-being, you would have reached out to him, whether it was through a comment on his page, but you're too prideful to do that for whatever reason. Because again, why? Your pride kicks in, and not only is your pride kicking in, but your ego is also kicking in. And this is me coming from a female perspective. This is how I feel about it when being on the outside observing males that I'm seeing a lot of this from. Like, it really does something to me, because it's like, why? You could have completely, and let me keep it real. I saw, before the video even went viral, I saw the video posted when there was only 3 comments underneath. But I was not going to bring it to my channel, because first of all, I seen all 3 series. I know precisely where he was coming from. I'm not making assumptions about where this minister was coming from. I know where he was coming from because he did 3 series on it. 3. So to sit up here and bring more negativity to shine light on something that's already an ignorant response to it, and you can tell that the person who posted it, and I was going to say his name on my video, but I'm not even going to do it because it's not worth it. I don't even want people going to try to find the video that I'm talking about. So I'm not about to say no names, and I'm not about to give light to nothing on their platform, because it's completely negative and it's very disgusting. It's very nasty of that person. And to be honest, he sounds like he's trying to be some type of evolutionary Kevin Samuels. And like, he's trying to sound more knowledgeable and well educated, but really he's revealing how asinine he really is. Let's use that term. He's really revealing how asinine he is to sit up there and take a clip. And I can guarantee you, this is what also upsets me. I can sit up there and guarantee you the man who posted that clip literally only watched that clip. But it's just amazing at the snap of a finger how fast, how timely one black man could be towards another to put them in a negative light. That ain't take nothing. That took the snap of a finger. How quick it takes someone to snap their finger is how fast it took that man to post that small snippet of a full 3-part series to make this man look bad. Simply because I'm sure he knew that he would get feedback. And it's just mind-blowing to me on how many people also do the same thing. Like, you're looking at that small clip versus watching the whole full 3 sermons, 3 series of that one sermon to get a full context of it. People are so quick to sit up there and jump to comment underneath that ignorant post, that frivolous post. Like, it was so stupid and silly. Like, oh, the church is teaching women, I repeat, to become pump and dumps. Now, you can take that as you may. You should know what that means, what the person was trying to represent about the message that, falsifying the message at hand, rather, that the minister was speaking on. Like, come on. Come on. And for a Christian man to sit up there and also combat that by talking about it on his platform, it's like, why? This is why I feel like he comes to my page just to look and to have a response instead of just actually comprehending and having comprehension skills when it comes to my channel. Because I let a lot slide, y'all. I let a lot slide, and people mistake grace and mercy and letting things slide for stupidity and naiveness and being weak. But people, to be honest, should really be grateful that others such as myself extend that grace and mercy, because let's be for real, if I really want to take it there as a woman, as a black woman, By the time I'm really finished saying what the flesh in me really want to say, for real, as I stand 5'4" feet tall, like, I will make you feel like the size of a mustard seed. So I really be playing nice with the people on this platform. It has nothing to do with me, but everything to do with Christ. And I'm seeing a lot of other people of other nations and other religions that's been trying to do stuff too. And I'll be playing nice. I'll be seeing people steal my content and trying to spew it and turn it into their content and put it in a context that don't even make sense, because it was not your message to give. That was a message that God gave me to give, but I let that slide. And I'm just so tired of seeing specifically, like, black men, why are y'all doing this to each other, and why do y'all do this in general? Be who you say you are. If you're a man of character, if you're a black man of character, be that. If you're a black man of integrity, be that. If you're a black man full of loyalty, be that. And when you go and steal people's context and content and try to flip it and switch it because you have a bigger base and a bigger platform to do so, as if someone who shows mercy doesn't notice and doesn't pick up on those things, that's not a man of character. That's not a man of integrity. That's not a man of loyalty and for his people, because anybody that's for their people would have, I don't want nothing from nobody. I don't need nothing from nobody, because God gonna make a way either way for me. He's gonna create the path that's specifically made for me. So I'm not begging nobody for a shout out, but dang, if you're gonna steal, at least tell people what they say in school when you have to do work citing and citing your sources. At least cite me and say where you stole it from. And then now I'm starting to see a lot of different speculations is coming out about that same man. I'm kind of jumping from one person to the next here, so I hope y'all can keep up. But this is a different person I'm talking about. Then I'm going to get back to the original person, this Christian man who I'm talking about as well, that just comes on my page for rebuttals. But this one person who everybody praises and worships him, now it's speculations coming out about how he stole something else. I'm not going to get into that. That's not my business. I don't feel like that's my place. But all I'm saying is, I'm saying, and be careful who y'all sitting up here parading behind, because everybody have their faults. Nobody is perfect. And these same people that y'all praising and worshiping, I peep everything. I'm a person too. I'm a human being too. But on a spiritual level, I peep everything. I just don't say nothing, because I'm constantly extending grace. And I'm constantly hoping that these people prove me wrong and they don't become who I feel like they're starting to reveal who they are. I really hope they prove me wrong. But again, just because I hope that does not mean that they will. Now that's dealing with that person. Going back to the Christian who sit up there, like I said before, and combat it, talking about, oh yeah, they getting on the minister neck behind that. Why not reach out to him? Not only did he mention the minister's name, but he also mentioned the other pastor who I named in my videos as well. That's why I feel like it's a personal attack. It's like almost every time I'm posting something, it's a rebuttal that's going on. Now, when I need him to have a rebuttal and to bounce back off of what I said, he don't. But when I don't, he do. And it's like right when I start back liking his videos and wanting to show my appreciation of what he's doing and how I'm agreeing with him and how, okay, maybe we on the same page, he go and put out another video that just grinds my gears. So now I'm speaking up. Now everybody wants you to wake up. Now I'm up, and now I'm about to be speaking, and you better hope I don't eventually start saying names, because I will, because I don't care, because don't nobody put fear in my heart as a woman of God. Like, you don't put fear in my heart. Like, I don't care if you're male or female. I do not care at this point. Will I always care about people and try to be as sensitive as I can to their feelings? Yeah. But when people start playing games that are not pleasing unto God, and I know they're not pleasing unto God, and then they want to pretend as if, oh, I wish this person well, that's fake to me. Don't do that, because if you wish them well, if you wish mercy and grace to be shown upon them, you would have been the person to do it. You would have been the person to exhibit what you so-called hope for. You would have reached out to that minister, like I said, once again, underneath his comment post or something on Instagram, but because the ego and pride get in the way, and the sense of ha 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 ha, yeah, people, you watching his stuff, now look at him, now look, and the other one too that you done said something about, now look at, now both of them. It's like ego, E-G-O, capital with exclamation marks. Like, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. This is ridiculous. It's been ridiculous, but I haven't been saying nothing, and this has been going on for years. I've noticed this. I'm very observant. I'm very observant, and apparently I've been like this since I was a child. My aunt said I used to pick up everything in my way and look at it and just observe it, see if it is what it really is, just like I'm doing now. Just seeing if people are who they really say they are by what they speak on, how they speak on something, where they're coming from when they're speaking on something. And most of it male-based. I'm sorry, a lot of it is ego and pride. Very prideful. You wasn't prideful enough to come and bring it to your channel, but you too prideful to go reach out and hit him up in his inbox and say, hey brother, I haven't seen it. I know you're going under the fire right now and people got something to say about it, but this is something I'd like to discuss with you behind closed doors, so we can all make sure that as people who are representing the kingdom of God are on one accord. That was not done. So I'm just seeing a lot of fake stuff. And this needs to get resolved within church members and people who proclaim to be of the kingdom of God. It needs to stop. Because yes, it does make all of us look bad because we're not on the same page. And we can sit up here and pretend like, oh, I wish the brother well and this and that and the third. No, you don't. But don't be fake with it. No, you don't. Because if you did, you would have chosen a different route to address the issue. I wouldn't have even brought it to my channel to talk about. I would have went straight to that man if you're really about character, if you're really about integrity, if you're really about building up the kingdom of God. That's what I would have done. Like, and then the same person is like, well, when you really look at it, look at his ex-wife. That's where he's preaching from. How do you say that? Like, there's so many different angles that the sermon itself could have been perceived as. I didn't look at it from that angle at all. And maybe it's my female mind. I don't know. That's not how I looked at it at all. Like, I don't understand what people just assume and make their assumptions be right. Make their assumptions become Bible. Like, no. How can you sit up there and say that just because? And this is the thing I hate. I hate that it's a fresh divorce because now everybody is going to relate that to that. Meanwhile, the man has talked about his own feelings with going through the whole divorce. He got made fun of because of that. He's still talking about his own feelings, which he should never feel bad about. And I'm not trying to clout chase, blah, blah. I don't need approval from nobody, from the minister, from you, from whoever else. I don't need approval from nobody, but the one and only Jesus Christ, the one who gives me messages to talk about to the masses. I don't care about none of that stuff. So anybody can say what they want to say. I don't care to clout chase. If I'm going to meet who I'm going to meet and I'm not going to meet who I'm not going to meet, whether it's a celebrity status or what, I don't care about nothing like that. So people should get that out their pipe. I don't know what possessed them and made them feel like everybody is clout chasing, but whatever they put in that pipe to make them feel that way, they need to get it out. Clean that pipeline, because it's not true for everybody, and I'm one of those people that it doesn't stand true for. So it's nothing like that on that type of caliber where I'm just like, oh, I'm taking up for this person. No, it's because I'm tired of seeing this one person get dragged, is what it is. And if it had been anybody else getting dragged, whether it was a he or a she, female or male, I would stick up for them the same way I'm doing now, because enough is enough is enough is enough. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing the fakeness. I'm tired of seeing the fake masculinity where it's like, I'm a man, I'm true, I'm loyal, and this. If you really are what you say you are, first of all, you don't have to repeat it more than one time, because your actions will always in all forms speak loud and clear as to who you are. And a lot of y'all not who y'all say y'all are. A lot of black men, y'all are not who y'all say y'all are. The ones who have a lot of these big platforms, you are not who you say you are. But I wish you well, and I hope that you become that very man. Everyone is a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. But it's just like, no, like, people, that upsets me. Like, people take small clips and be ready to just attack, and then the other people who only look at that small clip, even me, I posted on my Black as She page on Instagram, I posted a Steve Harvey clip, and the same person I'm talking about now is the same person. Oh, Christian women are even getting this confused, and they're misinterpreting what it means to bear a child, and this and that and the third. And if you're going to get married and do it correctly, then we don't know if you can bear a child or not. That's why I said, for full content and context, watch the entire video under Shay's podcast page on YouTube. Reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. One more time for the people in the back. Reading is fundamental. Take y'all back to kindergarten, because some people just clearly don't get it, or they choose to not want to get it because they come from a place of wanting to be right, wanting to be better than, regardless if they want to admit it or not. They want to have themselves on this pedestal. And whatever situation that arises that makes them look good, it's like no matter how much they fail to admit it or choose not to admit it, they really get some type of ego boost off of seeing another man who looked like them, who some of us, like myself, you know, see as someone who I can look up to as far as like their ministry and stuff like that. Excuse me. Pardon me. Or their preaching ways, their preaching styles or whatever. It's like people don't want to see that. Like, they really, I don't care how much mercy extending that someone pretends to want to show for someone, you can't fool me into thinking that that's genuine. Because like I said before, you would have handled the situation a different way. But hey, to each his own. And if other people want to fall for that, then hey, to each his own. But it's just like, come on now. People get, like, some men do get an ego booster off of seeing, like, oh yeah, this person was just talked about in his or her video. So yeah, it really does something to them. It makes them excited to see that somebody else is getting, like, targeted, especially when they were just talked about so eloquently on another page or on someone's page. Like, you can't fool me. Like, the world doesn't revolve around me, but you can't fool me at the same time. Like, come on now. I be seeing right through it, and I be seeing right through it for a long time before I just finally start to say something. So if I'm saying something, that means enough is enough. Like, cut it out for real. Like, cut it out, because it's ridiculous. This gets me emotional, because black people going against each other and then want to pretend as if they really don't mean each other harm. Like, it's pure bullcrap. It's pure bullcrap. And to see it go on within a Christian community based, like, individuals and stuff like that, it's annoying. Like, it's really annoying. It's, oh my gosh, y'all gotta do better. We all have to do better. I'm still a work in progress myself, but come on. I know common sense. I know right from wrong. I know what it looks like to really help somebody, if you really want to help somebody and shed light to them. And furthermore, like, stop just doing stuff to do it. Like I said, now y'all don't watch that small clip, don't even know nothing about the context. I have my Bible here. I carry it everywhere I go. This is not a one time. I literally carry this in my trunk. I carry it almost everywhere I go. Y'all ain't even look at the context, and I can tell y'all didn't even look at the context before, because you just was so hyped to get ready to get on your camera and say, oh yeah, oh, they mad at him about that. Why does that excite you? That you got on camera before even going to read the text, or better yet, watching all 3 sermons that the man ministered about, because you didn't really want to see him off well, because you're enticed at the fact that somebody's spewing negativity on him. You really are. Just admit that. Like, I'm all about people admitting, like, people want to see that. Other black men who like to put themselves on pedestals and ego stools like that. They like it because it makes them look better. And I have it right here, Genesis. Because I went and read, I practice what I preach. I preach what I practice. So I went before getting on my platform. That's why I'm never the first to report any type of news. I may wait till 3 weeks when some stuff is dying down, and I'm gonna pop up and say something about it, because I need to make sure I'm hitting things from every topic and every angle in the correct context, and I need to make sure my message is clear, and I need to make sure I know what the heck I'm talking about before I'm not on a news feed where people want to try to get the news first just to say they got it first and then be all wrong, loud and wrong. Wrong and loud, loud and wrong. So I actually have the scripture, and I went and read it before I got on my page, and I underlined it because it's a scripture that I should have had underlined a long time ago anyway. But we right here in Genesis, the brother, the minister, he preached from Genesis 2:23. Right here where it's underlined. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. In my Bible, and I put a little note there because that's what I'm gonna do instead of just taking something from a small clip and twisting it into whatever type of context I want to twist it in versus the real true context and honest context that's at hand. It's in here. And to wrap this up, because I got to get ready to go into where I'm trying to go, that just pisses me off. That really upsets me that people do that, for real. Like, because why? Because why? What do you get out of that? What are y'all getting out of that, black men? Dragging another black man down, taking his context and misinterpreting the context and the message at hand. There is no way that the minister, and I'm gonna stop saying names, because I figure like if I say names, then again people are gonna go make videos and stuff about the people that I just spoke on. So I'm gonna stop saying names. I don't know, let me think about it, because I don't want to give them that power either, because you don't move me. People like that don't move me. So no, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna do what God called me to do, and I'm gonna speak on what God called me to speak on, including this topic. And I'm just gonna start calling out everybody want to call out everything else. Well, let me join in, because the same people that's calling stuff out, I can call a lot out about y'all. A lot out about y'all. Yeah. And everything that I've been observing for years as I followed y'all for years. Yeah. But yeah, so anyways, when it's all said and done, the minister was clearly stating, it was obvious from Sermon 1 series, from Sermon 2 series, from Sermon 3 series. It's not an assumption. It's the message that he was trying to get out, or that he is getting out, is that women, stop feeling pressured into just getting married just because people are making you feel bad and low about yourself because you're not married. That's the message. That's it. I'm not going to get on here and say, I think the brother was trying to get this out, but it came out wrong. I'm not going to think, because he said it precisely and very clearly what the message was. Women, stop settling. Women, stop marrying anybody just for the sake of being married, because the culture and people in the church are making y'all feel like y'all are less than or nothing or equivalent to the number 0 because y'all aren't married. It's the reason why so many black women are single parents right now. And he didn't say that. I'm saying that part. When you look around, that's the reason why black women are the highest rate of single parents right now. Because everybody, when you go to family reunions, when you gonna have a baby, when you gonna do this? Some people don't even care about marriage. They just trying to see when you gonna have a baby before your eggs dry out. And so now you look around and you have these statistics of people, women, single parents. They may co-parent, but they're single parents for the most part. Nobody got a lot of women don't have no wedding ring on their finger. Or if they was married, they got divorced because they wasn't ready or equipped to be married. That was the message in all 3 sermons. It was not talking about women should be pumping dumps and this and that and the third. It was not that. So stop trying to make a message be something that is not. And you absolutely wrong for the Christian man who stood up there and bought into that foolishness, who bought into that agenda of pretending as if no one knew what the message was. The message is clear. The message is clear. And I'm not saying that because I'm a woman. The message is clear. We want to say, well, where's he preaching from? Where's he preaching from? Where are y'all perspectives coming from? What makes y'all just go and jump to this conclusion that this is where he is preaching from based on his ex-wife's situation? And like, what makes y'all think that he's talking about that? Just because that's her life right now, that's the current state of her life. How do y'all just sit up there and really know that that's right where he's preaching from? Answer me that. Like, because I didn't take it like that at all. She was the furthest thing from my mind when I listened to him preach. Even though I knew, okay, yeah, I know that she's out here dating this guy that makes her look incredibly silly, walking in and out of court with him. Again, someone she's not married to. You don't know if the allegations are true or not. That's completely true. I agree with that. You know, but that she was, even knowing all that stuff about her, she was the furthest thing from my mind when I was listening to his sermons, because I wasn't thinking like that. My mind is not programmed to think mess and to think in a negative way, from a negative perspective. So where are the thinking mechanisms? Where are they thinking from? Question that. Like, where are some of y'all who are so quick to leave this feedback, Christian men, or man, singular, you know, why did you? It's like, I feel like at this point it's time for a studio sit down. I have one that's where I'm heading to right now. I got one we can rent out so we can all be on one accord, because it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But anyway, let me go to the studio, because that's where I'm supposed to be at, production studio, and let me get on my tail on over there. So yeah, I just came on here to say that because this is just ridiculous, y'all. For real, I'm tired of seeing it, and it really gets me emotional. I'm not just wiping my eyes to wipe them. Like, I came on here and talked to y'all with a whole bump, so you know it's real, you know it's serious. Like, I didn't even care. Like, I don't even care. Like, and my little prairie t-shirt, because I like it. It's cute. My whole outfit is cute. I've been getting compliments, even though I'm not really sure why I bought this shirt. I think because I liked the complexity of it and the strangeness of it. It was just different, so it caught my eye. But yeah, so yeah, with this and this on, like, period, I'm gonna come on here and talk because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But anyways, that was my little synopsis of it. And yeah, God bless you all. And I'm going to be praying for everybody because we need it. And I'm not just saying that to say it. I'm really, y'all know how I get down. I'm really about to be praying for the Christian community, the spiritual community, like everybody, people who are Muslim, because I don't see nobody standing on what they say they stand on, for real. Nobody stand on what they say they standing on. And these are supposed to be like top, dominant, well-renowned men. And I'm like, but to me, I see a lot of fakeness. I see it like nobody really is who they say they are. And it's, gosh, whatever. Let me just get off of here. That's my best bet. Let me get off of here. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Go to Bible study. Do something to help you get better and become better, a better person, better individual. Till next time, bye.